Hey guys, press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update from Pink Villa.
Welcome to Pink Villa.
Thank you.
The first thing that I wanted to ask you was, as a Marvel fangirl myself, I'm still having goosebumps from Infinity War's ending.
No.
How do you plan to top that with Endgame?
I don't know. I mean, it's hard. You can't think about trying to top things, because then you're just stuck in a loop of always going bigger, 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 and that's not really the intention. The intention is to let the scale of the film service the story. So we just focus on telling the best story that we can, and I hope everybody likes it.
Captain Marvel is the latest addition to the
Yep.
Avengers, the fan club, and we loved the scene that you had with Thor. It was just a 2-second scene, but everybody
Yeah.
was fangirling over
Yeah.
it. So how is her placement in the entire Avengers? Because we're so used to falling in love with the old Avengers.
Yes.
So how would you say her placement is in the entire scheme of things?
I think Marvel is introducing a whole new set of fascinating characters, and from her to Black Panther and Doctor Strange. I think that it's going to be a really interesting next phase of the Marvel universe. It's going to be a lot more diverse and a lot more global. And as far as her interaction in the movie, we're very protective about what happens in the film, so I won't tell you one way or another.
The one thing that, all of us fans noticed was the original Avengers got a lot of screen time in the trailer. So is it like a full circle sort of a thing from the first Avengers till Avengers 4?
It could be, maybe. I mean, I'll say that that Infinity War was told from the point of view of Thanos, and that Endgame is not told from someone else's point of view.
A lot of conspiracy theories have already started afloat.
Yeah.
Like every day we have at least 10-15 theories, from time travel to quantum realm. What is your take on the craziness surrounding MCU?
I mean, I think it's great. I love that people are so passionate about the characters and the stories that they're trying to guess at what's going to happen. It's our job to protect the integrity of the story and make sure that people can get to the theater and see it in a way that's fresh to them. So, I love that they theorize and that they're constantly trying to uncover little clues, and so we have a lot of fun with the fans.
As Marvel likes to keep things guarded, but then you have actors like Mark Ruffalo and
Right.
Tom Holland who love spoiling things.
Yeah.
With Mark literally spoiling Infinity
Yeah.
War. I mean, obviously we didn't know about it, but he did. How do you all plan on keeping them away from spoilers?
Well, Tom Holland, we killed him off, so now he can't talk about the movies anymore. And then Mark Ruffalo, because we killed Tom Holland off, we only have to worry about Mark Ruffalo. And we fired him, actually, so he's no longer involved in the press tour.
He did apologize.
He did apologize, didn't he? We'll decide whether or not he can go back on the press tour. But if he spoils this one, that's it. It's done. Yeah.
With Captain Marvel and Infinity War, the reception that it got in India is crazy. For a Hollywood film to get that is actually, it's amazing. How was it for y'all? Were y'all surprised by the reception that you got in India?
Yeah, we were absolutely surprised and ecstatic. I mean, I think that, told a story that someone played a recording for us of an Indian audience watching the moment where Thor arrives in Wakanda to save the other Avengers, and it was like someone had just scored a goal in a football match. It was crazy. And we love that. We love when the fans are passionate and they're responding to these moments in the stories, and I think that, there's something about the historic sense of storytelling in India that relates to Marvel films, the core mythology of them, these characters, who they are, and I think that I love that Marvel's become so popular here so quickly.
How would you say your journey with MCU has been? Because you've almost been there from the beginning till
Yeah.
right now. How has that journey been for you?
It's been great. I mean, we've had an amazing experience working with Marvel, and we've been able to imbue our, a real sense of who we are as people, my brother and I, in the 4 films that we've done. And we really want, thematics at the center of these films, because I think that that's what elevates them and makes them universally relatable as the core thematics behind them. So, we ask really clear questions, I think, with each of the movies. And, the ultimate question that we're going to ask is, what does it cost to be a hero? And is doing what's right worth that cost?
One of the screenwriters of Infinity War, Stephen McFeely, had said that the snap was actually going to be saved for Endgame. So what made you all want to keep the snap in Infinity War?
I mean, we had thought about it in both places. We had thought about it at the end of Infinity War and the beginning of Endgame, but I think that ultimately, you know, we didn't put that much thought into it at the beginning. We all knew that we wanted it at the end of Infinity War. There was no better way to tell that story. And you know, when you're working early on, you're experimenting with all different constructions just to see what's going to be the best construction. But you know, once it was at the end of Infinity War, we just knew that, you know, no one had ever ended a commercial movie of that scale where the villain won, and that felt to us like the most surprising way to tell that story.
And finally, for all MCU fans, what's the one thing that you want fans to be extremely excited about for Endgame?
This is it. This is the ending. You know, that's why we called it Endgame. It's just, so if you've been with us for, you know, all of these movies for a decade, you know, get ready, because this is going to wrap up the story of the original Avengers. And I think that, you know, I keep telling people to go see the movie as soon as they can, opening weekend, because the minute the movie comes out, the secrets are going to be everywhere, and I think that it's going to be hard to avoid at that point.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.